Hi everyone, welcome back to the We channel where we discuss how you can create your life deliberately, authentically and consciously as opposed to life happening to you. Okay, so I had a really awesome question from a client the other day, and last weekend he said to me, how do I get rid of that knot in my tummy? It was such a great question and I gave him such a great answer, and he said to me, you've got to share this, because a lot of people have this. So I just want to tell you that I've had that knot in my tummy, like you guys, for years, for as long as I can remember in my adulthood. And it used to just sit in my tummy, and it probably was over the years, panic, fear, anxiety, stress. It often was a response to something that went really badly in my life, and I'd be lying in bed and I'd try to push down on my tummy with my hands to try to get this thing to go away, and it never worked, and I just got used to living with it completely, and I didn't really know how to deal with it, and I just kind of like lived with it, like we do with a lot of things that don't serve us. So I just want to get straight to it. We need to understand that we are living in a flight and fight response at the moment, and we've been living like this for a long, long time because we're not living the life we want to live. We're not living an authentic life. That's our dream life, and your real dream life really is to be primarily in the human psyche. We seek to be happy, at peace, fulfilled, to do work that inspires us and be creative, to have clarity of mind, focus, to feel secure and safe. These are fundamentals that we are all seeking. So we're not living these lives, and instead we're living in this flight and fight response. So in your body system, in your spiritual, mental, emotional and physical body system, you would have had warning signs to circumstances, places, people, things in your life. You would have had warning signs, red flags. It's your entire system, your GPS, your guidance system, that higher aspect of yourself, that aspect that Einstein, Thomas Edison, Beethoven, all the greats, Mandela, that they tapped into, that higher version of yourself is saying to you, hang on, we need to go this way. We need to move away from the past, move away from limiting beliefs. And we want to have these adventures in our life. The next chapters are awaiting us. So you would have had red flags, whatever it was, what it was in your life, that would have said to you, hang on, let's move. Come on, we want to create this new life. And you keep persisting in this old life, this past version of yourself and limited beliefs. So that would manifest, the warning signal would come through in your spiritual body as epiphanies, and you would ignore them, and or prayer, example, or a bright idea or a light bulb moment, in your mental body going off, and you'd ignore it, a thing that you've been meaning to do or a behavior that you want to fix, and you'd ignore it, and then it would manifest as constant worry, for example, and you'd ignore that, and then it would manifest in your emotional body as some sort of emotion, a mental depression or emotional depression, or a sadness, or a longing, an inexplicable longing, for something better outside of the life and the existence you have now, and you still ignore that. And then eventually your GPS will try to get your attention by it manifesting in your physical body as a sustained shoulder ache or a migraine. A lot of people have migraines, and it's debilitating. They can't move. A lot of women have extremely debilitating menstrual cycles, and they can't even go to work. So eventually you'd ignore all those things, big or small, and then it finally manifests as a major disease, as a dread disease, to get you to stop, and just go in and focus. So all of these things can be fixed. Whatever the doctors are telling you, trust me, it can be fixed. I haven't spoken about this at all, but I have cured my epilepsy. I was diagnosed epileptic, and I cured it. So I can honestly, hand on my heart, say that you can fix anything about yourself. You can recreate an entire brand new person, personality, character, attitude, belief. You can create a whole new version of yourself. Trust me on this one, okay? So anyway, so I've had this knot. It's manifested in my solar plexus area. So that solar plexus area, that the tummy area, it's your third chakra, and that's really a relationship chakra. It's to do with relationships. So it sits there and it's really, really awful. So how to fix it? What to do? So this is what you do. Your better version of yourself is constantly pulling you. Since you were born, it's pulling you to this new life, this better version of yourself. A place where you're going to feel perpetually, constantly, consistently fulfilled, peaceful, happy, motivated, inspired, energized, healthy, peaceful, all of these good things. It's moving you to that place, whatever that is for you in your life. You're going to be doing the work that inspires you. You're going to be with people that are like-minded and are moving to better places themselves. You're going to be surrounded with those kind of elements. You're going to, and even if things don't go wrong in your life, you're not fazed by it because you're establishing a new identity. So you're consistently being moved towards this better version of yourself. So what you're going to do is you're basically trying to do away with this old framework. You're demolishing it, okay? And you're setting up a new framework for yourself, a new identity. So remember, this new identity needs data. It needs data to inform it. So you're going to tell your new world, you're quantum leaping. You're laying down new neural tracks of what this new world, this new you looks like, and the kind of world that you want to occupy. So you're basically going to tell it, hang on a second, in this new version of me, that no longer exists. It doesn't feature. Just like if I'm into cooking, and I love cooking and I love doing all that stuff. So when I go to a mall, I'm drawn to those kind of shops. Whereas my friend couldn't care less about that. So when he goes, he looks at bikes, motorbikes, and that he's drawn to those kind of things. So it's the same thing. You're going to now attach new meaning to everything that you used to attach meanings to. So in this new world, your new world, that no longer exists. Full stop, period. That's what you're going to choose. So you're going to write your intentions out that in this new world that no longer exists. You don't even know what that means. It's not even in your energy. When you do come across it on occasion, it's meaningless. It has no meaning to you. Okay? So that's number one. You're going to inform the new framework about what data can survive in that environment. In that new environment, only these things can survive. Okay? Then you're going to start working with your subconscious and your mind, because that's really your powerhouse. That controls 95% of things that happen around you, right? I've spoken about that in all my videos, the power of the subconscious mind. So you're going to inform your subconscious, and you're going to inform your higher self, your version, whatever you want to call it, your better version of yourself. You're going to inform your two colleagues that this is the new lay of the land. This is the new law, So please don't allow any data to come in that's going to create that state of that knot in my tummy. So you're going to inform your subconscious and your higher self and your version 3 point whatever, 10 point something, that any data that comes in, when I do have warnings or triggers or red flags coming to me, please make it clear to me. Let it come in the form of an idea, of an emotional feeling perhaps, or an idea, a mental feeling, or a spiritual feeling, but it must not manifest in your tummy. You're going to be very clear about that. This is what you're choosing consciously. Now we're really talking about reality creation, the start of reality creation when we're doing work like this, okay? So that's the one thing, that's the other thing you're going to do it. And then you're going to give over to this feeling. You're going to believe it, You're going to start believing it more and more. And at first, you're not going to believe it because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just had a screaming match with my landlady or landlord 2 days ago, and I've got this panic. I may be kicked out of this place. I'm scared, and that could trigger some belief from childhood where you were abandoned, for example. and now this knot in your tummy is coming up, or you got to go for an interview and you're scared, or you got to do a public speaking event and you're scared, or you feel like your marriage is falling apart and you're fearful that it's sitting there, right? So you're going to control all of that in your quiet time, which you should be doing every day, preferably in the morning, in the night, when you're coming out of your theta and delta brainwaves. Because that's the quickest way to the subconscious, right? But there's other ways to do it. But whenever you do your quiet time, you're going to do your breath work. So you're going to breathe, hold your area, breathe into that solar plexus chakra, and just continuously take that higher consciousness, that divine energy, that blueprint that's running in your veins of something bigger than you, the thing that created worlds and oceans and love and joy, the thing that created magic. You have that running in you. There is no difference between you and Einstein. There is no difference between you and some person that you look up to. You have the same magic, the same capability, the same skill, the same X factor. The field of pure potentiality is running through your veins, so you can create anything that you want, and you're going to just bring that magic in and breathe in and realign, constantly realign and balance out that solar plexus chakra. And that's it. You're going to employ those things. Those are the tools you're going to use, to get rid of it. And I can tell you, I was doing that, and I didn't even do it for long. And it just completely went away, because I said to my higher self and my subconscious, I don't want that sitting in my body. Oh, and by the way, I was worried that when I do have intuition would normally come in that area as well, or in your third eye, for example, right? And I said, I don't want intuition to come through there, because I don't want to be uncertain, because I'm dealing with the situation that I'm healing from, and I don't want to be uncertain about, is it intuition, is it fear that's sitting there in my tummy, and manifesting as that knot, So I said, solar plexus for now at least is off limits. It's going to just feel wonderful 24/7. And for the past year and a half, particularly this past few months, I have not had that at all, and it's just been phenomenal. So as in all my videos, please don't take my word for it. Log off the video, don't go to any other videos, don't stop doing reading, stop whatever you're doing, whatever technique you are drawn to, give that technique a bash. Try it out for a few days. Repetition, persistence is key, because you're trying to break away from your old self. So it's not going to happen overnight. If people are telling you that, they're talking nonsense. They're leading you down the garden path. It only happens overnight on something that's non-threatening, something that doesn't mean a lot. When things have meant a lot in your life and they trigger you, it's going to take a while to break away from that and to create this new framework and this new amazing life, okay? Which is really the new you, where you are able to better serve others and better serve yourself. So try it out, go for it. And as always, I'm here for you guys. Lots of love, and hit me up with your questions, and we'll just make more videos and share this information. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and get this out, because so many people are having this issue, and we want to just get better, all of us collectively, support each other.